What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And today we are going to be talking about Spider-Boy #1. This has been one of the biggest books that I've wanted to talk about since it's been announced. I've been extremely excited to read it because I want to know what everybody else thinks of Spider-Boy. Do you think he's going to be a character, another Spider character that comes out and sticks like Spider-Gwen, like Miles Morales? Or do you think he's going to be on the list of like the Miguel O'Hara's, where people know him and they like him, but he doesn't get the recognition that the other ones get? Because obviously, Spider-Man 2099 is beloved, but not as much as like Miles. Heck, even I think Spider-Gwen seems to be more popular. But anyways, so if you don't know, the first appearance of Spider-Boy, or guess this first appearance of Spider-Boy, because I don't know what. There's a Spider-Boy book that came out in the early 2000s or late 90s, I think. But this one's not the same character. So the first appearance of Spider-Boy here was in Dan Slott's and Mark Bagley's um, Spider-Man issue 7. And he had a cover, it's like a cover B. And then later he got a solo story in Edge of Spider-Verse. It was like number 3. I don't remember. I didn't pick up that book. And then now he has his own book coming out by Dan Slott. And I just finished it, and it was pretty interesting, pretty fun. I think he'll be fine. I think this is a character that will be fine. We'll see. I doubt he'll skyrocket in popularity like Miles. But anyways, let's actually talk about the book. The interiors is really good. As you see, it starts off with the Daily Bugle, Spider-Boy, an urban myth or a monster among us, and it shows him with his teeth out. And we see Spider-Man and Spider-Boy fighting, I can't remember his name already, this guy with the bowling ball on his head, and he's funny because he makes expressions with it because his head is unbreakable. And Spider-Boy lets him know that this is one of his biggest villains, which is so funny to me because we've seen villains in Spider-Man, like Green Goblin and Venom and Scorpion, Mysterio, stuff like that, and then we got this bowling ball guy. and later on in the backup story, we get a balloon guy, Balloon Man. But yeah, so we see that the fight is kind of wild. They're making bowling jokes. It's really funny. And he saves the day, but everybody's kind of scared of him. Just like how they were calling Spider-Man a menace before and all that. Everybody's kind of scared of him. They think he's a freak. They think he's a monster because he has, fangs and stuff. He's got extra eyes and all that. So Spider-Man goes to talk to Robbie about it, and the woman who owns the bowling ball place that you saved decides and says, hey, let's just give him, a special day and give him free bowling for life there. And Spider-Man goes to meet up with him at the feast. This is where Aunt May works, but Aunt May's not there. So he's talking to a character named Christina. And obviously his name is Bailey, in case y'all don't know. Spider-Man is telling him about how he's got a special day. It's all for him, and he needs to be the one to stop it. He needs to be the one that goes there, gives a speech and all that. He's going to have to do it by himself. And we see Madam M creating monsters and stuff. She's the one that created Spider-Boy, but she doesn't remember because Spider-Boy was erased from everybody's memory. Full-on Doctor Strange, which gets referenced, which is funny to me. Like, it was referenced in the previous page. Very funny. But, so here he is accepting the bowling ball. He makes funny jokes like, that's not his head, right? You didn't decapitate him or anything, did you? She's like, God, no. He's like, all right, speech time, baby. Let's go. Well, then we see him being attacked, and he immediately recognizes who it is. It's a character named Eli that was stuck with him with Madam M when he was being made. And he made a joke about an elephant and called a helifino. It's an elephant and a rhino. And Madam M took that to heart and took his friend and turned him into a helifino. And he gets pretty much stomped out by said elephant rhino. And he fights back. but he doesn't want to attack him too much because he wants to speak to Eli. And he finally gets him to stop attacking him after Madam M sees that he was one of her creations, but she doesn't remember. But he knows who Eli is, says the name, he stops fighting and lets him go. And Spider Boy goes on to say, like, the next time that Christina's like, next time you see him, you're going to beat him. And Spider Boy says, no, I'm going to save him. And then we get to the backup story, and Bailey and Christina are at a Thanksgiving parade. They're going to check out, like, the balloons. Obviously, Bailey still kind of believes in Santa. And then they meet Squirrel Girl. And then he gets his version of Spider Sense when he touched the balloon and found out everybody about the danger that's going to be there for everybody. And him and Squirrel Girl jump down, but he's kind of like Magneto, according to Spider Boy, but with balloons and gases. So he's like controlling like the gases and the balloons, and he actually ends up making all these balloons pop with deadly gases. And then he starts getting these bigger balloons and makes them burstable, unpoppable. They're not gonna pop. And Spider Boy, of course, gets one more joke in, pretty funny, where she's like, I don't think we can make this stick. And Spider Boy's like, not unless you got like a 200-foot sweater. And that's going to be the end of the entire issue. Obviously, issue 2 is coming out later. And yeah, it was pretty fun. It's pretty okay. I wouldn't say it knocked my socks off for his first issue. But, you know, at the end of the day, it was just another fun spider story that Marvel's been coming out with. So many of them lately. Like Spider-Punk and Spider-India and stuff like that. I honestly think that Spider-Boy is going to stick the landing and he's going to be around for a while. But we will see. And I will be talking to y'all next time. Don't know what about. But until then, peace out. Thanks for watching. And I'll talk to y'all later.